that out, but like it's finally there. Oh yeah, it's really the back of this movie. Yeah, it's really Oh, okay. The story. So the story starts off with a cameraman getting lost, and then he gets killed off. Then a guy named Clark, who was trying to has a furniture, but he originally wanted to be like an architect, but he can't, and he can't sell anything. And then he goes to his therapist, and the therapist is named Mary. Now Mary is actually like his mother was like some thing, like a crazy lady, you know, and her thing gets destroyed, and that's why she put the hand thing rock on in it. It'll be useful later. So yeah, Clark had actually a divorce story where like he was like drunk at something, you know, and they played a game on it. So yeah. Then downstairs, he discovers with his friend or something that it has like these mysterious switches that don't do shit. So, you know, and then he also sleeps in there. So then he goes back downstairs, and then he checks the switch, but then he sees a light, and then he goes in there, and he goes to the back rooms. So then, after discovering this, and also there's a monster that's chasing him and something, he goes to his therapist telling him the truth. But Mary doesn't believe this. So then he tries to prove it. The story's really good, and there'll be like a twist later. And it's a good twist. The characters are really great. I didn't know their names, but now I know every single character's name, which is really good. For a guy who wrote the Backroom movie, also this director is 20 years old! 20 years old! Kingdom Hearts 4. Wait, why is there no reason to say? Why is there no reason? No. Let's go back to the game store! Let's go back to the game store! Anyways, I think we're talking about the characters' names. Oh yeah, the writing. The writing is pretty good. It's really good. Its atmosphere is great too. The setting. The finale. So Clark brings the cameraman, two couples, Kat and Polish or something like that, and they even show the camera, which is really cool. So they go there, and then Polly's is on the rope, but then he saw the monster, so he goes back up, but then he's still trying, and then he falls down into the down there, and then they go down there too, and then they're like, but then Kate gets trapped or something, and then Clark's running, and then we see a Christmas tree, and then he's trapped, and then Clark hears Kate on the walls, but then the monster gets up the camera and looks at him. Meanwhile, Mary's mysterious where Clark is, so he goes to his furniture house, and then Mary sees a fly going into the wall, so she goes in there too, and then he sees Clark, and Clark chokes her and sleeps her, and she's tied up, and Clark is crazy. He even eats cat, and he discovers that these things called the remembering or something like that they're like people, but they don't remember, so it's like they look weird, and that's what I love about that movie. He even's like crazy, and he's like, oh, you can eat them, you know, too, which is really cool too as well. And then they argued about like some the abuse, which is really good too. But then he argues with her because they were doing a game, and then he says, "You're crazy! You can never change," or something like that, which is pretty good, listen, or something like that. But then the monster follows, and oh yeah, they sit still too. But one of the red-haired girls runs away, probably something cluing that what if she hurt her or something. But then the monster comes up and it's oh, Merry Christmas, oh, thank you, and yeah, but probably Clark bites him. Yeah, he looks really weird too, and I love it. And then they have Mary chase. Mary gets away with the Clark, and then he follows him. But then by the power of the rock, she hits him. Also, he destroys his clanky thing, which is a little sad. I don't like it when people get destroyed like that. It's like pushing over the handicap. And then they get saved by the corporation, and then one of the doctors actually talked to them. We actually see them in later minutes ago in the movie. And then we see in the back rooms everything that we see them perform, even the missing posters. And then we see Mary mysteriously wearing. Now, I love this movie. I'm really excited for other creepypasta movies, like Man in the Suit, that other one that looks creepy, like that one. That one's really good too. I'm pretty excited that those. But for this movie, I give it an 8 out of 10 and a Western approval and a horror approval. That's it. Kingdom Hearts!